Welcome back, boys and girls. We are sitting in the fireplace room, chilling, relaxing on this Monday, recovering from a really crappy Super Bowl. Man, that did not go the way anybody thought. People that took an Eagles ticket, good for you. We weren't on that. We were on the Chiefs. Some props that we put out hit, some didn't, but they were mostly scripted on the Chiefs, kind of playing a tight game, and that didn't happen. So you win some, you lose some, but we do want to recap our video from yesterday. We gave out a couple picks. 2 in 1 day, short slate, but another winning day. Stay hot. So first one we did was the Milwaukee Bucks -2.5, and then right after I put the video out, Giannis got ruled out. So the line jumped to Milwaukee +4.5, and I mean our ticket's already in at that point. And Milwaukee still got the job done. Philly. I'll bet against Philly more often than not. I feel like we'll go like 7-3 if you bet against the Sixers at this point. And Embiid is going to be out again, it looks like. So that's that. LaSalle sucked yesterday. UMass kicked the crap out of them. Didn't see that coming. Everything was pointing towards LaSalle. Short line too, but they had never had a chance in that game. So probably first and last time we'll do them. And then Nebraska -2.5 against Ohio State. They were down at the half, and like a lot of these college games we've been doing recently, I feel like our pick gets down at the half and then just does what they're supposed to do in the second half. And this was another case. They ended up winning by, I want to say 8. I think it was 79-71. Just great comeback by Nebraska in the second half to take care of home court. So 2 in 1 day, and we're back at it. There's no more football left. We don't have baseball, so we're just dealing with college basketball and the NBA, and we got a great slate today, a lot of games. We're going to give out 6 picks today. It's a lot for us, but that's kind of the number. We want to stay somewhere between 5 and 7 on these videos. We're going to start getting some graphics added. A buddy of mine I was talking to yesterday can help out with some of that stuff, so just make these videos more enticing for you guys visually. I still want to give my thoughts on these picks. We don't want to be the same as every other YouTube channel that just posts analytics on the screen, and that's why they're picking because of free throw percentage. That takes the feel out of a basketball game. So to be honest with you, we want some of that there because we get that's what appeals to people on YouTube. But I mean, we've been doing just fine with our picks the way that they're being done, and hopefully I can explain to you guys why I get to these picks in a relatively quick way. So let's jump into it. The first pick we're going to do is going to be in college basketball. I'm going to go back to a pick that I've done before. When Houston, the Cougars, are playing anybody, they have the best defense in the country. And Baylor is coming to town. Houston's laying a large number. I want to say it's 9.5. But what I like to do is just count on Houston keeping the game at their pace and it being low scoring. And so with a low scoring game, I think the total is 132. We're going to look at the Baylor team total under 62.5. I'd probably take it. You can get it at plus money for like minus, I think for 60.5. So for them to score under 61, I don't mind that, but I just went with the safer. It's minus 120. Just in case. You never know, but I don't even think they get to 60 points. I don't think they get to like more than like 56, 57. So this is one of my more confident picks. So we're going with Baylor, team total under 62.5 for our first pick. Second pick is going to be the marquee game in college basketball today. I wasn't going to take a pick in this game, but talking about it with Josh, again, shout out big man Krantz. He is not the guy you see on the camera, but he's doing just as much work as I am to get you guys these picks. He's my resident college basketball go-to expert, help any questions I have, gives me his game. So some of these picks are his too, so just keep that in mind. Clemson, it was 6 when I thought about recording them at -6 against North Carolina. I was pretty good on that. The lines come down to 4.5, so that means some money's come in on North Carolina, and I don't mind it. I was happy at 6. I'll take it at 4.5. I know Clemson's coming off a big win against Duke. But North Carolina is just struggling to score points, especially on the road. They're averaging 10 less points a game on the road. I don't see the letdown spot here for Clemson. I see Clemson keeping their foot on the gas. This is the only way they can stay with Duke in the standings in the ACC. Clemson's been playing really good defense at home. They don't turn the ball over. And North Carolina likes to get turnovers and get out in transition and run. And I think Clemson's just going to muck this game up a lot. The total's in the 140s. So they're expecting, somewhere one of these teams to score 70 something, so and maybe it gets there, but the under isn't a bad look either. Josh was talking to me about, and I don't mind that either. But I'm gonna take Clemson with the points -4.5. So that's gonna be our second pick. Our third pick, we're gonna go to college basketball, and this is a team I like. They're under 500. They're playing a team that's just at 500, but they're at home, and a lot of the metrics about how they've been playing at home are what weigh into this pick. So we're gonna go with Stephen F. Austin at home. They're playing Texas Rio Grande. Texas Rio Grande, I think, so the stat I have on them is after a road loss, they've lost their next road game 8 out of the last 9 times. So when they play back-to-back road games like they're doing now, and coming off of a road loss, they don't win the next game either. And I just think if this line was like 4.5 or 5, I wouldn't bet it because Stephen F. Austin is not a great offensive team. There's a low total in this game. I think it's at 139. But it's 2.5 point spread. We want to take that one. I like that one at home. I'm confident in them getting the win. Out of the last 71 home games that Stephen F. Austin has played, they've won 64 of them. So they're 64-7 in their last 71 home games. So, I mean, needless to say, they win at home. We need them to win by 3 points or more. I'm on it. So that's our third pick. And then we go swing over to the NBA. NBA's got some big games tonight. You got Luka playing for the, first time for the Lakers. They're playing Utah. That should be fun. But what we're going to go with first, and this is a team I've been rolling with, is the Nuggets. I don't like the point total here in this game. They're playing Portland. The point total for the teams has come down on both sides, and I actually want to stick with the Nuggets scoring points at home. I know Portland plays pretty good defense, but Denver is controlling the way the games are played at home. And their team total is set at 118.5 points. I want to go over that. I think Denver scores 120 points or more tonight, so we're going to go with that one. If you've been watching them, they've been scoring 130, 140 points at home. So I don't think Portland's defense is going to be that daunting where they're not going to be able to put up the points that they want to put up. Portland's probably going to have to play their style of game to keep up. So I'm going to go with Denver over 118.5 points team total. The other two are going to be props. These two come from Josh. I've rode along on these props a few times with him, and they're good. The first one is going to be San Antonio is playing Washington and Wemby to score over 5.5 points in the first quarter. Washington is terrible against big men. It's an automatic fade. If you want to take a rebounding prop or a scoring prop for a big man, the thing with Wemby is he's not a true big man. He should rebound the ball just fine. But he wants to score a little bit from outside and a little bit from inside. I think he does both. His total's 5.5 for the first quarter, so we need him to get 6 points in the first quarter, and I think he does just that. I think they get him rolling early. They're favored by 11, so things could get out of hand against Washington pretty quick with him and Fox. Just kind of Fox runs that up tempo that Washington is used to playing at. And then Wemby, I mean, you dump the ball off to Wemby. If he catches it at the foul line, he can dunk it. So it's just, it's crazy the way the guy can score. So we're going to go with that one. And then the other one is going to be a fade of Anthony Davis being out. Sacramento is playing Dallas. Daniel Gafford's a nice player. PJ Washington's a nice player. But we're going to go with Sabonis to get over 3.5 rebounds in the first quarter. That's another thing with this guy. He does score in the first quarter, but he likes to come out and set the tempo with his rebounding and his passing for Sacramento's offensive wings to get going. And then he kind of just asserts himself offensively when he needs to. But we love him to get rebounds here. Daniel Gafford only plays a few minutes to start the first quarter and of every game. They take him out at like the 8-minute mark. And Dallas is just not equipped with guys that are going to stop Sabonis from getting on the glass, both offensively and defensively. We need him to get 4 rebounds. He usually plays about 10 minutes of the first quarter, so he should be able to hit that line easy. So just a quick recap here. We're going to go with Baylor team total under 62.5. We're going to go with Clemson minus 4.5. We're going to go with Stephen F. Austin minus 2.5 at home. We are going to go with the Denver Nuggets to score more than 119 points or 119 or more. We are going to go with Wemby, Victor Wembanyama, to get us 6 points or more in the first quarter. And then we're going to go with Domantas Sabonis to get us 4 rebounds or more in the first quarter. Let's stay hot. We got 6 picks out here. Let's keep winning. Let's shake off the Super Bowl hangover and move on, and let's go green tonight.